Alright guys, back on some Secret of Mana. My computer kept dying yesterday, and so I tried to hold off and wait till it cooled down, but even late at night it still was like overheating last night, so I ended up playing a little bit. I just got the other two party members. I didn't like play a ton or anything. I mostly just got my party members and then yeah, I power leveled them just a little bit, so that really I just got them, and then I beat 2 bosses real quick. And then it's just to come back to this water temple. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I got the Mana collection came out, yeah, yesterday on E3. I don't know if you saw that, Nintendo, announced that, so, it's Secret of Mana, the original one for Game Boy, which was, the prequel, that I never played. I don't know if I'll play that one, but then also it has a Seiken Densetsu 3, which is the sequel to Secret of Mana, and that one was never released in America, and so I never got to one time I downloaded a ROM of it, a translated illegal ROM, but that ROM was glitched out, so I barely pretty close to the beginning of the game, it was literally impossible to progress because of a glitch in the ROM. So I never got to play through that one, and that one's an evolved version of this game, which is one of my favorite RPGs ever. I was just gonna go straight into that one since I've played this and beaten it so many times, but I figured it'd be good to refresh myself on the mechanics, and before I went to the game that's a bigger version or whatever. Oh, right behind it. Yeah, dude, Cyberpunk. Oh, I was already hyped on Cyberpunk, but yeah, even more so now. I wish that game was out so bad. At least April's not too far off, and yeah, dude, the second Densetsu 3. Yeah, I would have, what was I gonna say about, whoops. I think second Densetsu, someone told me yesterday that the second Densetsu 3 had online co-op, so I might be interested in that. This one doesn't, apparently. You can play up to 3 players on this game locally. Oh yeah, what was I say? Oh, multiple local switches. Is that what the other one had? I'm just going through this one first, so I haven't checked out that one yet. Oh yeah, that's where I get my first spell, I think. Yeah. Well, there was something else that got delayed or pushed back to like right around when Cyberpunk comes out that I was interested in, like, or something that got announced. It's gonna come out in like April or March or like May or something. It was just something else at E3. I guess this is a boss. I don't remember this boss. Oh, that's right, it heals itself. This is where I get healing magic. I'm gonna go... triple up on distance weapons, just because the computer is pretty dumb. Like I put their grid on their attack grid like more towards aggressive, so they'll actually attack. But sometimes they'll get themselves into like stupid areas. Oh yeah, I'm not even intentionally cheesing them. Man, this guy's got a lot of life. Yeah, like the first 3 bosses are actually really hard. Because you have like such low life. Like I had to like power level a little bit to kill that tiger. But like the one thing about like this version is like because you can just quick save anywhere, it's way easier than the original. Because like I remember you'd spend so much time between those first 3 bosses because you'd die like pretty consistently, and then you'd have to make up so much ground because like the save points are pretty far away. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, like, I've been stoked about that game for so long. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say, like, apparently, like, they basically, what's really promising about it too is that they were saying, like, at the beginning of this year, that, or maybe it was even at the end of last year, is that, the game is already done. So like as opposed to like most of these games that are like they're rushing them out and they're coming out like 6 months to a year earlier than they should, just because like the shareholders and like the producers or like the publishers like forcing them to put the game out. Like it's already done, it's been done, and like they're just they're like spending an extra year on adding like finishing touches and like actually fixing things and stuff, like, so they're not going to release like a broken game that's like half finished. Recovery and defense. Oh yeah, you get 2 spells. I thought you just got the healing one. so she's... Oh yeah, so he's the attack magic, and then she's like the healing and defense, like the buff. She's like the support magic, and he's the offensive magic. I thought she had some attack magic too. Pole dart. Oh wait, is that a throwing one too? Games. Yeah, well, I thought like it wasn't like originally Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to have multiplayer for sure, and I can't remember if they were saying like at some point that they are gonna add multiplayer stuff to it. In more intriguing Trials of Mana remake than I remember how the SO the Secret Mana remake. Yeah, but the Trials of Mana one looks way better though. It actually like. That's like the reason I didn't get that Secret of Mana remake is I was like really on board for like a 3D remake of this, but they just like the art style like looked like really like childish and they didn't pull it off, and then apparently like there's like stuff missing and stuff like they didn't do a good job, I guess. Whoops. It's actually less powerful. I want to see what its range is. I forgot. It's... Oh yeah, it does have... I can't... Is that more range than the bow and arrow? It had like a high arc, which is good because that'll hit like the bees and stuff. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Like, this isn't like the style I never tried this style before of like having all my guys with like rangy weapons, but I think it'll be good. And like eventually, you know, you have to level Mana Sword, so I'll be leveling that, but. Where's the magic thing? Or do you just like... Do you only do it on attack? I forgot. Oh, okay. You go up like that. So that's the healing one, right? So it's the blue one. It costs 10, so I can only heal once right now. Oh, you level it up by using it too. I remember that, right? The Stadia stuff. I saw. Yeah, like, yeah, I saw the Stadia stuff. And the Project X Cloud for Xbox seems like a better route, honestly, because like you can make your current Xbox One a server, so you can actually like, get the game. You can actually like have the games not have like a delayed input time because of your system's a server. Because the problem with the Stadia is like. Really the only one that you're not gonna like. First of all, just to play 4K or even to play like 1080p, not 720p. Like you're gonna have to have 30 megabyte upload and download internet and actually be getting it too. Like if it's a night where it's like, you know, rush hour or internet rush hour time, then you're not gonna be getting that. What is his attack one? Yeah, and like so, like right now, like I literally can't do the 4K one because my internet's not that fast currently where I live. And even if I did have it, like if everyone else was on like Netflix and stuff, then I wouldn't be getting that. Well, yeah, even if you have fiber, like it's not good enough. But like once, I think it'll all work out. But like once 5G becomes widespread, then it'll be a lot. Cloud gaming will be a lot better. But even then, you're still not going to want to do cloud gaming on anything like any fast twitch games, like any competitive first-person shooter or any fighting game, because like I mean those like just a little milliseconds matter. Like even like right now, like on Smash Online, like playing it locally versus playing online, like most of the time the online there's not a problem and the lag isn't noticeable at all. But like when you go from the internet with no lag problems to like right back to like local, it's so noticeable, like how like the characters are like not delayed at all, and like there's certain characters that perform way better like locally than they do online, because like you can like instantly like counter and stuff and like and react, as opposed to like having a delay. And like vice versa, like online there's like projectiles are better. That's why they had to like nerf projectiles in like one of the recent updates, because like they're not as affected, because you can just like spam stuff and they're harder to dodge actually. And like characters with like a longer frame data, where they like Ganondorf, where he's like charges up and he like swings his sword for a really long time and the active hitbox is around for longer. Like that kind of stuff like is better online, like when there's lag. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's like too. Yeah, but I mean, but did you see the Project X Cloud? Because that's the same thing, except for yeah, it's like, I mean, if you already have an Xbox, it's free. I mean, but of course you would have to have one. But I think it's I mean, it's gonna come to PC too. So like, if you have a PC, it's also free. But yeah, because you can use, like, you don't have to use the Xbox as a server. It's just an option. And like the difference is that Stadia won't have any. It won't have all the game support. Like the Xbox will have any game that Stadia will have. And then it has all of its first-party exclusives, but Stadia is just gonna have like what they announced for like their exclusives is like a bunch of crap, really. Like there's no like, they're only getting the same third-party games that Xbox Game Pass already has, and like if you saw too, like they announced that Xbox Games Pass is now available for PC. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a third-party game that is already on. Is it going to be on like it's already on Games Pass though, right? Like, Destiny 2 is already on there, isn't it? Or it's going to be. Yeah, yeah. Destiny 2 is not exclusive though. Yeah. So, and if you saw too, like because of Stadia too, like and then Apple is gonna do like a gaming thing like that also. Like Microsoft and like Sony are actually like, and Nintendo, but like they're actually like working together with each other. Like they're like, Microsoft gave Sony, they just gave them their like a lot of like source code for their online stuff, and then like I forgot, Sony gave them something in exchange, but it wasn't as good. Like it was basically Microsoft just giving Sony their stuff for free. Oh, I think it was something about like the processing, like coding or something for like something to do with their NVIDIA stuff or something like that. That's what Sony gave Microsoft. Wait, where am I going? I forgot where I was supposed to be going right now. I guess I'll go back to the water chicken. Union's power to stop the lava in the underground palace. Okay. Oh wait, so am I supposed to go back to where I was just at? Or are they talking about a different underground palace? Yeah, I remember like some of this was pretty hard to figure out back in the day because like there was no internet and they don't hold your hand on these old school RPGs. Like you have to actually figure stuff out yourself. And there's certain bosses that like have weaknesses that are pretty hard, but they have like weaknesses to certain magic, and you gotta just like figure out what those weaknesses are. There's like an analyze spell, I think, but I don't think you get that until like a little later. Oh, you go in and then they do both have healing then. Oh no, energy absorb. Acid storm. Oh, then they cost 2. Okay, so I can do multiple. Freeze. That's right, I forgot it worked like that. And so each one has like an offense or 3 different spells.